But if anyone has the world's goods and sees his brother in need, yet closes his heart against him, how does God's love abide in him? Raised by only a single mom. The dad was missing, and it was a dozen kids, and the mom didn't really have any formal training, so she had to do odd jobs to be able to survive.
Being in a family where we didn't have much hope, with a single mom, 12 children, I asked God if He ever helps me to go to school and I don't get married, just like my older sisters, because I didn't like that experience.
She saw many of our elder sisters get married earlier on when they were still teenagers, and they got themselves into abusive relationships where everything was so hard, and they were beaten on and stuff and all this. She vowed that if God would give her a chance to actually go through education, go through school, attend an education, and get a well-paying job, she would actually give it back to Him. I mean, as in, saying thanks to Him for having seen her through all those stages. She was going to give back to Him, and she wanted to support 10 children, give them a chance at life, so that they have a level playing ground where they can actually make it.
I chose the name Another Hope Children's Ministries because it came in me that even when you lose hope of parents taking care of us, our parents dying, of being abandoned, but there is still another hope in God.
Some of our siblings passed on due to HIV and AIDS. So she had already started taking care of some of those young ones. And then, when she got a job, she added on to the number. The 4 originally, then 6 more, and then it was 10. And then she thought that was it. But, it just kept on, people just kept on bringing more kids to her because they knew what she was doing. And before you know it, she had a bunch of about 20, 30 kids that she used to take care of. And at that point, she had to actually make it formal, or else, that would be considered child trafficking before the laws. So that's where, the idea came on to, let's go register an organization that can take care of children. And Another Hope was born at that point.
At the moment, our sponsorship varies. You can sponsor a child with USD $40 a month, and it helps with the different things, especially food, medical, and then some sponsors decide to sponsor a child with school fees. It takes around 100 to 150 for a primary student for the schools we use, and then for the second rate is 150 to even 300 to go in secondary school. And for university, depends on the university and the cost, but usually it ranges from $700 and above to kind of maybe $1,500 to be in a university, depending on which course and which university. And for our vocational students, we have a vocational school, so most of them we go for courses we have. Majority have been going for the courses we have, and a few go to other courses which we don't have, which also helps because in our vocational school, students only pay $100 to be in the vocational school, or 150 or 200, depending on the course, because there are fees we have to pay to the government to allow them sit national exams. So you find that having our vocational school has made it cheaper, because before we would pay $800 for a child to attend vocation. But now knowing it is between 100 and 200, that's really, really a relief for the organization. And $800 would pay for 4 children, other than when it was going for only 1 student.
With all these developments and with all the success stories that we've been able to witness, kids going through school, graduating, and making a living by themselves, we just want to be at the place that continues to spread hope for the kids who are vulnerable, for the kids who are destitute, for the kids who are hopeless, so that they get a chance to attain what everybody else who's more well-positioned than they are do attain, and they have a level play field where they can actually make something out of themselves and thrive as much as they can.
You may not have the finances to help, but we all know we can do something. What you can do, you can go ahead and pray for another Hope Children's Ministries. There are so many needs we have. Pray for the children, for their behavior, their spiritual life, that they may grow spiritually as children, because we cannot only nourish physically, but we need also the spiritual nourishment. Pray for these children. Pray for God's provision for them, their health, their safety, a number of things. And you can always reach us and ask us for prayer needs, and we can give you our prayer requests and help pray for us.